Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mr. Feigl. Today what we're going to do is we're going to start with the learning target up at the top. Okay, so it says I can add and subtract 1 and 2 from any number. So there's a couple of different ways that we're going to do this. We're going to use our fingers because we all have our fingers ready, and we can use dots as well. So I'm going to be using dots too. We're going to start with the adding part of it over here. And we have 7 plus 1 and 7 plus 2. So we're going to tackle those first. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out my pen here. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my 7 dots up here first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like doing groups of 5 because it helps me. Because that's how many fingers we have on one hand, right? Okay, so we have 5, and then we're going to put 2 more down here. 6, 7. So that's the number that we're starting with first, is 7. Now what we have to do is we have to add 1 more dot. That's easy, right? Okay, so there we go. Color that one in. So we have 7, and then 1 more makes 8. So that's a quick way of doing it. I'll go ahead and put 8 here. And if I add 7, we had 7 to start with, and I add two dots, not just 1, but 2, then we're going to end up having 9, aren't we? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our 7 we started with. And 2 more makes 8, 9. All right, my 9. Now, if you're going to be using your fingers, okay, if you're going to use your fingers, we would start with 7, okay, right? 7. And then you have 1 more makes your 8, and 1 more makes 9. So you can do it that way as well. Now over here we have our subtraction problems for this go around. Okay, so if we start with 7 Skittles, okay, and we're going to take 1 away, then how many are we going to have? Well, over here we put extra Skittles there, didn't we? Because we were adding Skittles to it now. Now we're actually going to take away. So let's go ahead and put our dots again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we're starting with 7 again, but this time we're going to be crossing them out so that we can see what's happening, okay? Because it is takeaway, it's minus 1. So 7 minus 1, you can cross any one of those out, and that's fine. Okay, 7 minus 1 equals 5, 6, because we know this is a group of 5 here that I put. 5, 6. That's how many are left. Okay? If I take 2 away, now I'm going to, instead of taking 1 away, I'm going to take 2. So now we have a total of 2 that are being taken away, 2 Skittles. Okay, so 7, we had a group of 7 altogether. Now we're taking 2 away. Let's see how many are left. I can count them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I knew that that was a group of 5, because I like using groups of 5 like our fingers, then all I have to do, I see it and I know that that's 5. Okay? So 7 take away 2 is 5. Okay? Well, let's come down here. Let's come down here. We have a little bit bigger number this time. Instead of 7 starting out with, we're starting out with 10 this time. So we're going to go ahead and put our 10 dots. Okay, so here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so Over here, it's kind of flipped around. So we're going to start with subtraction this time. 10 minus 1. Well, remember, 10 minus means to take it away. Okay, so 10 minus 1. Well, we know we have 5 in each of these little groups. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See how I did that? Okay, and then 10 minus 2. Well, I'm going to take an extra one away then. Okay, now there's 2 taken away. So 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Okay, pretty simple, right? So now for this one, remember, boys and girls, for the plus, for adding, we always are going to put extra, okay, on there. Okay, we're starting with 10, but we're going to put one more on there. So I'm going to put one more right next to that one and kind of color it in a little bit. Okay, so we know that we have a group of 10 here. Okay, and we have one more. What's one more than 10? Yeah, 11. Because if we know how to count to 20, we can do this piece of cake. All right, so we're going to add one more, 10 plus 2. Well, we only have one extra skittle there. So I'm going to put one more to make that 2 that we're talking about. Okay, so 10, you just say it, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 2 different ways that we can figure out adding or subtracting. Remember, so I can add and subtract 1 and 2 from any number. Yeah, I think we did that today. So we did one way, which was with our dots in groups of 5s, and we also used those same dots to take away from, and we can also use our fingers to be able to do this kind of an activity, okay? All right, thanks a lot for helping me out. Have a good rest of your day.